Close your eyes for a moment and picture yourself standing in the middle of your day, surrounded by the hum of modern life. Your phone pings with endless notifications. Your to-do list feels like a mountain you'll never climb. And the clutter in your home, piles of clothes, stacks of papers, forgotten trinkets, mirrors the chaos in your mind. You're exhausted, not just from doing, but from feeling like it's never enough. You crave a life where happiness is a steady glow, not a fleeting spark, where stress doesn't cling to you like a shadow. What if the secret to this life isn't in chasing more, but in embracing less? What if ancient Japanese philosophies like minimalism, kaizen, wabi-sabi, and motenai hold the key to a simpler, more joyful existence? Today, I'm your guide on a journey to discover how Japanese simplicity can boost your happiness and reduce your stress every single day. Together, we'll learn how to release what weighs you down, cherish what matters, and create a life that feels like a long, deep breath of fresh air. Let's begin with minimalism, a concept rooted in Japanese culture that's often mistaken for barren emptiness, but is really about living with intention. Minimalism isn't about owning as little as possible. It's about choosing what's essential and letting go of the rest. Imagine a traditional Japanese room. Tatami mats, a low table, a single vase with a lone flower. The space is uncluttered, not because it's empty, but because every element is purposeful, creating a sense of calm and clarity. This is minimalism's promise, a life where your possessions, time, and energy align with what you value most. In our modern world, where consumerism bombards you with messages that you need more to be happy, minimalism offers a radical counterpoint. You are enough. It's a call to step off the treadmill of accumulation and rediscover the freedom of having less, but feeling more. Think about your life right now. Maybe your home is filled with things you've collected over years, clothes you keep just in case, gadgets you rarely touch, gifts you feel obligated to display. Your schedule is just as crowded, packed with meetings, errands, and social events that leave you drained. Your mind buzzes with worries about keeping up, about not having enough time, money, or success. Minimalism invites you to pause and ask, what do I truly need to feel fulfilled? What can I release to make space for peace? The answer isn't to strip your life bare, but to make deliberate choices. Picture clearing out your kitchen counter, keeping only the tools you use daily, and a single plant that brings you joy. Imagine saying no to a draining commitment, freeing an evening for a quiet walk or a heartfelt conversation. These small acts of simplification ripple outward, easing stress and opening the door to happiness. Now, let's weave in kaizen, the Japanese philosophy of continuous improvement. Kaizen means change for the better, and it's about making small, consistent steps toward a goal. Unlike the pressure to transform your life overnight, kaizen is gentle and sustainable. It's the belief that a single, tiny change, done with intention, can lead to profound results over time. In the context of simplicity, kaizen helps you build habits that keep your life uncluttered and your stress low. Think of it as a daily practice of tidying your desk for 5 minutes, or pausing before a purchase to ask, do I really need this? These micro actions compound, turning overwhelm into order without exhausting you. Kaizen reminds you that you don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Next, let's explore Wabi-Sabi, the Japanese art of finding beauty in imperfection and impermanence. Wabi-Sabi is the appreciation of a weathered wooden table, its scratches telling stories of meals shared and moments lived. It's the quiet grace of a single cherry blossom falling, a reminder that beauty is fleeting. In a world obsessed with flawless Instagram feeds and polished lives, Wabi-Sabi is a balm. It teaches you that happiness doesn't come from perfection, but from embracing life's natural, messy beauty. When you apply Wabi-Sabi to your daily routine, you let go of the need for a spotless home or a perfectly productive day. You find joy in the ordinary, a chipped mug that holds your morning tea, a rainy afternoon spent reading, a moment of stillness in a busy week. Wabi-Sabi helps you see that your imperfections are what make you human, and that's where true contentment lives. Finally, let's touch on motainai, a Japanese concept that expresses regret for waste and respect for resources. Motainai is a call to value what you have, to use it fully, and to avoid thoughtless consumption. It's the feeling you get when you throw away food that could have been eaten or buy something new when the old still works. In a culture of disposability, motainai encourages you to repair, reuse, and repurpose. It's about seeing the potential in what's already yours. A scarf turned into a wall hanging, a jar repurposed as a vase, a quiet evening at home instead of a shopping spree. By embracing motainai, you simplify your life while fostering gratitude and sustainability, which nourish both your soul and the planet. How do these philosophies work together to boost happiness and reduce stress? Let's paint a picture. Imagine you're staring at your cluttered bedroom, feeling a familiar knot of anxiety. Clothes spill out of drawers. Books you meant to read gather dust, and random trinkets crowd your nightstand. You decide to start with minimalism, choosing one area, your dresser. You pull everything out, touching each item and asking, does this spark joy or serve a purpose? A faded t-shirt from a forgotten event doesn't make the cut, but a soft sweater you love does. You fold the keepers neatly and set the rest aside for donation, thanking them for their time in your life. This is minimalism, curating your space to reflect your values. Next, you apply Kaizen, committing to 5 minutes of tidying each evening. By the end of the month, your bedroom feels like a haven, not a burden. Wabi-Sabi comes in as you decide to keep an old, scratched mirror because it reminds you of your grandmother's house. It's not perfect, but it's yours. Finally, motainai inspires you to donate the clothes you're letting go of, knowing they'll find new life with someone else. Each step reduces stress, creating a space that supports your well-being. The benefits of this approach are vast and touch every part of your life. Physically, a simpler environment reduces visual clutter, which research shows can lower cortisol levels and improve focus. A tidy home is easier to maintain, freeing up time for rest or creativity. Financially, minimalism and motainai save you money. By buying less and choosing quality over quantity, like a durable pair of boots instead of cheap, trendy ones, you reduce financial strain. This conscious consumption aligns with sustainability as reusing and repurposing items cuts down on waste. Motanai's respect for resources encourages you to repair a torn shirt or repurpose a piece of furniture, fostering a sense of pride and connection to your belongings. Emotionally, simplicity is transformative. Letting go of objects tied to the past, an old journal filled with painful memories, a hobby you no longer enjoy, can feel like releasing guilt or regret. It's a physical act of moving forward, of making peace with who you are now. Kaizen builds confidence as you see small changes add up, reminding you that you have the power to shape your life. Wabi-Sabi nurtures gratitude, helping you find joy in the everyday. The sound of your child's laughter, the warmth of a favorite blanket, the quiet of a morning walk. These moments, imperfect as they are, become wells of happiness. Mentally, simplicity quiets the noise. When your space and schedule are uncluttered, your mind has room to breathe, reducing the overwhelm that fuels stress. Relationships deepen too, as you prioritize time with loved ones over material pursuits. Imagine an evening spent cooking with your partner or playing a game with your kids, unburdened by the need to keep up. Let's contrast this with the habits that trap you in stress. Consumerism promises happiness in the next purchase, but each new thing adds to your load. More to store, clean, or replace. Overcommitment scatters your energy, leaving you present for nothing. Perfectionism demands a flawless life, but chasing it exhausts you and blinds you to the beauty of now. Japanese simplicity offers a different path. Instead of accumulating, you release. Instead of multitasking, you focus. Instead of perfecting, you embrace. The result is a life that feels spacious, where happiness flows from within, not from what you own or achieve. You're no longer running to catch up. You're walking with purpose toward what matters. Ready to begin? Here's a practical roadmap to bring Japanese simplicity into your life. Start with a small, manageable area. Your desk, your purse, or your email inbox. Set a timer for 10 minutes and sort through it, asking, does this serve me or bring me joy? Keep what aligns with your values and release the rest with gratitude, perhaps saying, thank you for being part of my story. This act of letting go is powerful. It's not just about stuff, but about reclaiming your energy. Next, apply Kaizen by choosing one tiny habit to maintain simplicity. Maybe it's wiping down your kitchen counter each night or pausing before a purchase to reflect on its necessity. Write this habit on a sticky note and track it for a week, noticing how it feels to follow through. Then, practice Wabi-Sabi by finding one imperfect thing in your day: a scuffed shoe, a cloudy sky, a moment of silence, and reflecting on its beauty. Journal about it, or simply hold it in your heart. Finally, embrace motainai by repurposing one item: a jar as a pencil holder, an old shirt as a cleaning rag, or donating something you no longer need. These steps are small but mighty, building a foundation for a simpler, happier life. Challenges will come up, and that's okay. Decluttering can stir emotions, especially if you're sentimental. If you hesitate to let go of an item, ask, am I keeping this out of love or obligation? If it's obligation, give yourself permission to release it. Time constraints can make simplicity feel daunting, but Kaizen's micro-actions fit into any schedule. Even 5 minutes a day can make a difference. If perfectionism creeps in, lean on Wabi-Sabi. Your home doesn't need to be pristine, and your habits don't need to be flawless. Progress is the goal, not perfection. If consumerism tempts you, try a no-spend challenge for a weekend, focusing on free joys like a library book or a walk in nature. These strategies turn obstacles into stepping stones, helping you weave simplicity into your life. Let's try a grounding exercise to anchor you in this moment. Take 3 slow breaths, noticing the rise and fall of your chest. Now, think of one thing in your life, physical, mental, or emotional, that feels heavy. Maybe it's a cluttered shelf, a worry that won't quit, or a commitment you dread. Picture yourself gently setting it down, thanking it for what it's taught you, and letting it go. How does your body feel? Lighter, even just a little? This is the essence of simplicity, a release that creates space for joy. Carry this feeling with you, letting it guide your choices as you move forward. To deepen your practice, explore related Japanese concepts. Ikigai, the pursuit of purpose, can help you simplify by focusing on what gives your life meaning. Reflect on 4 questions. What do you love? What are you good at? What does the world need? What can you be paid for? The answers might lead you to streamline your career or hobbies, letting go of what doesn't align. Danshari, the art of refusing, discarding, and separating, complements minimalism by encouraging you to say no to excess before it enters your life. Imagine refusing a sale item you don't need or declining a draining invitation. Each no is a yes to peace. Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing, can enhance your simplicity practice by connecting you with nature's calm. A short walk in a park, noticing the rustle of leaves or the scent of earth, can reset your stress and remind you of life's simple gifts. Let's imagine the life you're creating. You wake to a home that feels serene, where every object has a place and a purpose. Your mornings are unhurried, with time for a quiet cup of tea or a moment to watch the sunrise. Your day is filled with meaningful work and connections, not because it's perfect, but because it's intentional. Stress still visits, but it doesn't linger. You have tools to meet it with grace. You find joy in small things, the texture of a favorite notebook, the sound of rain on your window, the warmth of a loved one's voice. This is the gift of Japanese simplicity, a life that's not about having less, but about feeling more. More peace, more presence, more happiness. You're no longer chasing an ideal, you're living it, one simple choice at a time. As we come to a close, I invite you to reflect. What's one small step you can take today toward simplicity? Maybe it's clearing a single drawer, saying no to a minor obligation, or pausing to appreciate an imperfect moment. Whatever it is, trust that it's enough to begin. The wisdom of minimalism, Kaizen, Wabi-Sabi, and Motenai, isn't just a set of practices. It's a way of seeing the world, a way of being. It reminds you that happiness isn't out there in the next purchase or milestone. It's right here, in the life you're living now. You are capable. You are ready. And this journey starts with one beautiful, simple choice. Take it and let it lead you to a life of clarity, joy, and peace.